I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design, and today I'm going to do a piece called So Many Questions, So Little Time. So let's get started. I get a lot of email every day. It takes a lot of my time to answer it. And a lot of the questions that I get in the email, I get over and over again, almost every day. So I thought I'd answer a few of these here as best I could, and some of them aren't going to make any difference to you, and some of them may actually answer a question that you're going to email me about. Okay, so I'm just going to start grabbing these and going through them. Okay. This is a big one. I get this almost daily. What tent do you use? You know, I've shown this in a bunch of videos, but evidently these people haven't seen those videos. So, one more time. I have a Henry Shire Rainbow 2. That's a Rainbow Double. It's a two-man tent, but just barely, made by Henry Shire. It's a tarp tent, freestanding with two hiking sticks. And I really like it. And if you look back in my videos, you'll see it. Okay, so we can cross that one off. Next question. What sleeping bag do you have? I have a Montbell Goose Down 30-degree bag. It's a hugger bag, stretch bag. It weighs like, I don't know, a little over a pound. Packs down to about the size of a 32-ounce Nalgene bottle. It's green. Okay, and that again is in the videos. I've shown that bag quite a few times because it's a really good bag and it's worth noting. Okay, what water filter do you carry? Okay, I carry a Hyperflow. Now, that having been said, I also carry a spare cartridge for it in case it plugs up. The Hyperflow is hollow fiber technology. It works excellent. It's a high volume filter until you plug it up. So it's a little more sensitive to plugging than the ceramics or other filters, but in its defense, even if it's 2/3 plugged up, it'll still pump more water per pump than say a MSR MiniWorks. It's, you know, it's a pretty good filter, but you got to be careful. It has an extremely fine pre-filter that's a low profile, so you can get water out of this cap if you put it in there, because the filter lays right into pre-filter. But you do have to be careful, and I don't recommend filtering anything that's even cloudy with it. I recommend straining it through something or letting it settle out or going somewhere else where the water is moderately clear before, because it does not tolerate fine silt and particles very well, even with a really good pre-filter. And that's the reason why I carry a spare cartridge which just screws out and screws in. And the reason I have that cartridge is they had flow problems with the ones that came with it, so they sent me a coupon for a free second cartridge, and I ordered that. I flushed the first one, put the new one in the filter, and have the original first one as a backup, so I'm all set. Okay. And I think I just covered this one. How clean does water have to be before you can filter it? Well, let me touch a little bit more on that. For you guys that use a filter, you know the answer, but to the newbie, it depends a lot on the filter you have. But generally speaking, across the board, the cleaner the water is, the better. I would recommend that if you look down into the water and you can't see, put your hand down into the water and you can't see fairly clearly for 10 inches, I'd say if you have to, filter it. But if you get a chance, wait for it to settle out, or put it in a container and let it settle out, or strain it through a t-shirt or something to get as much sediment out as we can, because none of the filters do very well with the fine sediment. The coarser stuff they'll filter out, but the fine stuff is what plugs the filter. Okay. Okay, here's one. Get this quite often. Will a Dutch beer can fit inside of a 32-ounce Ziploc? This is a Dutch beer can. Happens to be a copper bottom. I'm going to cook something in it later on tonight, so you probably will never see me again because it's sure to kill me. And here's a 32-ounce this is the 32-ounce that I sell with the kits in. It's not the regular Ziploc because it doesn't have the indents in it. It's smooth-sided. And you can see it fits in there with room to spare. It's got about 2 or 3 inches above it, at least 2 inches. So, yes, it will fit quite nicely and have room for some other gear besides that. Okay, so we can knock that one off. Okay, here's one I have been getting forever. So let's do this one more time. And I think I've addressed this a couple dozen times, but let's do it one more time. What do you use to open Foster's cans? I have bought a safety cutter, but it doesn't seem to work very well. It doesn't seem to fit the tops of the cans. Okay, here we go. All the safety cutters, doesn't make any difference whether they're this type or the handle or the short ones. They're all basically the same, and they all have the same problem. They're designed to take the top off of a straight-sided pot, but the Foster's and the Heineken pots taper in at the top. So when you put it down to lock it on, the pot where it tapers out hits on the bottom of the can opener and keeps it from getting square and cutting correctly. It's cocked up sideways. What I do is I take them apart, put them in the milling machine, and the part that hits on the shoulder of the regular Foster's, I mill that off. Mill it off in the milling machine, assemble the whole thing, and then it works fine. So to answer your question, you can't buy one that will work. You're going to have to take one, take it apart, grind it down, and modify it. Okay. Try to remember that, because I get this every day. If anybody asks you, try to remember this and tell them. Okay. Here's one, and I've been dogged on this by just a few people, and they just won't let up, so I'll just do it here one more time. Why do you use PayPal and not credit cards? Okay. And beyond that, they say, why do you use PayPal and not credit cards? This is hurting your business a lot. I'm not the only one that's bothered by this. A lot of people would buy from you if you took credit cards. Okay, this is a simple math problem. Not taking credit cards may be hurting my business. On the other hand, it'd be pretty hard to hurt somebody's business when they sell every single thing they make just as fast as they make it. If I'm selling everything that I make as fast as I make it, then I don't see how that could be hurting my business. Because even if I took credit cards, I still wouldn't be able to make any more products, so I wouldn't sell any more product. So taking credit cards would not increase my sales. That's just pure logic, and it's pretty hard to deny that one. I think anybody can relate to that. Second off, PayPal has worked very well for me. It's universally accepted all over the world. I sell all over the world, and I only accept PayPal. And the beauty of it is, I don't have your credit card number. So if you get a bogus charge on your credit card, you don't have to think, I wonder if that stinking Tinny charged something on my card, or somebody hacked into his computer and stole my credit card numbers, or something like happened to my bank the other day. No, I don't have your credit card number, so you don't have to worry about it. I only have PayPal. Somebody gets your credit card number, talk to PayPal. Not my problem. And I don't want your credit card number. That having been said, if you just can't deal with PayPal, you can snail mail me. Write down what you want, add a flat $3 shipping no matter where you are in the world. I don't care if it's West Bologna or UK or, Abu Dhabi. It doesn't make any difference. It's $3. Put your order down what you want, add $3 for the shipping, snail mail it to me. When I get it, I'll fill the order and ship it out to you as fast as I can. So that takes care of that. And there's something else here I wanted to tell you too, and I can't remember what that was. Okay. Oh, I know what it was. And if you want to send that order to me, that would be Mini Bull Design at 362 Smith Road, Corinna, Corinna, Maine, 04928. That's the address. That's Mini Bull Design, 362 Smith Road, Corinna, Maine, 04928. And Corinna is Corinna. Got that? Okay. Okay. Here's one. Why would you ever start making YouTube videos? YouTube videos are the only reason why you sell stoves. Without YouTube videos, you wouldn't sell anything. Okay, I think I just covered that with the credit card thing, but let me run through this one more time. YouTube videos have almost nothing to do with my sales. My sales are generated by two things. 3,000 extremely loyal customers and a very, very unique and innovative product that everybody wants. Bottom line. That's the reason why I sell everything I make. The YouTube videos, it probably helps a few people see them, but it doesn't help me sell anymore because I was selling everything I made before I made YouTube videos. So now, the YouTube videos are a source of income through AdSense. That's a program that I didn't ask for, that Google asked me if I would sign up for it. And they told me that if I would sign up for it, they would run ads on it, and they would pay me for running the ads. I don't choose the ads. I have no input at all on what they can put up anything for ads they want to. And if you've ever watched one of my videos about, say, backpacking gear, and then the ads were for high heels and makeup, you figure it out. I can't. Other times I'll do a video and it'll have a word in it like stove or something, and all the ads will be for stove. So it's non-linear. I can't figure it out. I have no control over it, and it really doesn't make any difference to me. As long as they pay me, that's all that really matters. Now, I get paid every time somebody clicks on an ad. I don't get paid when you watch a video. I get paid when you watch an ad and click on it. This is far more complicated than you think, but bottom line is, someday these old hands are not going to be able to make stoves anymore, and that day is approaching closer and closer. So when I'm too old to make stoves, I'll still be able to make videos. And by then, I should have built this video thing up to the point where it will produce as much income as the stoves do now. And believe it or not, it's close to that now. I really have to thank Google. They have really done a fantastic job with this program. I'm amazed how generous and how well it works. Okay, get rid of that. Oh, okay, here's one I get all the time. I cook. Which stove? Answer, Jetboil. Okay, takes care of that. Kind of think that if you want me to pick a stove out for you, you should tell me what type of cooking you do, what size pot you use, what the environment is, how many people you're cooking for, as much detail as you can without writing, your life story. Basically, size of the pot. Do you rehydrate dehydrated food, or do you simmer spaghetti? Are you cooking for one person, two person? Are you cooking in the wintertime or the summertime? If I have that, I can pretty much give you a suggestion for a stove. Bongo squirrel cage. Okay. Here's another one. Can you tell a man's wealth by how many sporks he has? Yeah, you can. Okay, I think that pretty much covers everything for tonight. I've burned a fair amount of time here, and I don't want to waste any more of your time. So I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design. Get out and hike. Take a friend. I'm going to take Mary. And more important than everything, have a really great day. Hi, Mary. Inside joke.